The brainy crime solver in the Mystery Inc. gang, Velma, appears in Multiverses, an online fighting game released by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment in July. She's one of the many famous characters players can choose from Warner Brothers Discovery catalog, including DC Comics, Wonder Woman, and Batman, and Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, and Tasmanian Devil. However, Velma's portrayal in the game has stirred debate online. As a sleuth, she can collect enough evidence against her opponent, hold up a wanted poster, and call the police on them. Her character's ability to call police on black characters, such as basketball star LeBron James, who appeared in the movie Space Jam: A New Legacy, didn't sit right with everyone. This is ridiculous. They are
He's
pointing
the
it out
only
that she
black
can...
guy in the freaking game. Holy
Exactly.
crap.
So, yeah, NBC
What, is Goofy
is
not black?
creating targeted issue. No, Goofy's a cow, so...
Yeah, no, but they're like personifying an archetype.
Yeah, it's an archetype, but at the same time, they are creating an issue where there wasn't one.
Hey, the cat from Adventure Time is a black woman.
The cat from Adventure... I don't watch enough Adventure Time to know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
her name is Cake. I think is what her name is.
Cake?
Cake, seriously, Cake.
All right.
It's an alternate skin in the game, and she's actually her voice actor definitely sounds like a black woman, or at least that's what's portrayed to be, anyways.
But still, my point remains: the fact that there is a black character that she can call the cops on should not detract from the fact she can call the cops on any character.
Yeah.
They're just saying she can call the cops on black characters to stir controversy.
It's just kind of a weird move anyway, and granted, I still have not checked out Multiverses because I'm just not really into fighting games, but
right.
I've watched some people play it, and I'm just saying, like, it reminds me of Smash Brothers.
Right. Yeah,
it is.
It just essentially, like, that being a move in general is kind of dumb anyway.
It is a little dumb, but it is true to the character.
Like,
does she
first of all,
does she only say it to the one character?
No, I'm pretty certain she can do it to any character.
No, I mean there are certain characters that do have certain like exclusive dialogues in the game. Like
I'm confused why this is an issue. Maybe I missed something, but
I mean because certain characters do have dialogue with other characters, even ones that are outside of their domain. Like for example, Superman, like when Superman gets knocked out by Shaggy, he would literally say, "Shaggy, how many of those sandwiches have you eaten?" Like that's it.
Almost sounded like when Superman gets knocked up by Shaggy.
Yeah, I said knocked out, but yeah, knocked out.
Sounded like you said knocked up.
There's probably a fanfic about it, but
guarantee you there is.
If it exists, there's porn for it.
Shaggy, Superman.
So does she have a unique poster each time she shows the cops? So there actually is a wanted poster for the person or whatever? Because I'm just saying.
I played a few online matches, and from what I can tell, she's not a very heavily used character. Because the way that the developers have her designed, she's not exact. She's more of a support in a disruptor kind of a fighter. She doesn't actually do direct combat
damage.
Like she's more of a support because the way that they have it designed is there's those who do actual combat, and then there's those who are more supportive of their teammate than they are combatants themselves.
So she'll give you fines and emotional damage, is what you're saying.
Right. Just first of all, look at that picture of Velma holding up the wanted poster. Does that look like a black person?
Well, number one, no, and number two.
Wouldn't it be funny?
Two, that's not even a character.
It shows on
that's not even a character.
It shows on the poster a white guy, and it's just pointing at LeBron James. It's this guy.
Granted, that could be like in old cartoons, how you could always tell if they were going to open a door, the door was a different color than the rest of the background. That kind of idea, but like Maybe the wanted poster is the same every time, regardless of what character she's calling the cops
It
on.
is.
It says
Yeah,
Mr.
I mean,
Jenkins.
I can see there being controversy if she could only call the cops on LeBron James.
but no, it's not.
What?
It's every character. Every character.
Exactly. Every character can have the cops called on them. These
Right.
people are creating a controversy where one need not exist. Because
Yeah,
she can do it to a black person. I mean, she can do it to everybody, but let's focus on the black person.
Right. Well,
Yeah, they're just reading it to something that's
just in
not
the
there.
general thing.
Yeah, it's really not an issue. Like, it genuinely does not feel like a problem. If she wants to call the cops, let her.
Shaloobs, you're in the grass.
I am the grass.
You
He
are
is
the grass.
He's the one with nature.
I've got a Baron on my chest.
I see that, and I was thinking very strongly about going and grabbing my kitten,
Yeah.
who's
All
just
right.
sitting over there all vulnerable looking.
So we're pretty
But-
well just saying it's dumb. We're taking it too far. That's what this consensus is.
It's
It's
taking
about as-
outcry a little too far, yeah.
What is there an outcry even about? I don't understand. Like, what is there to be upset about?
She has a move that is calling the cops on people, and that's kind of like
And
a
people are
Karen
getting
type thing.
shitty about it because she can
it's
call
like
the
she's
cops
essentially
on a black
just
guy.
a Karen. She's just a Karen.
And as we've seen in past years, that being a Karen is not okay.
So what
Yeah, and not-
they should change it so that she comes out and she's just like, defund the police. that should be her new.
I mean, and
the phrase they
difference
replace
between
it with.
Velma, though. Well, and here's another stupid thing, though. The difference between the typical police calling Karen and Velma. Velma actually investigates and has actual evidence before she even makes the call to call the authorities.
Yeah, that's a
Karens
good
just
point.
do it off
Exactly.
of haunt or off of the stupid.
Karen say, hey, officer, arrest him for being black, whereas Velma would say, hey, officer, I found these bloodstained shoes in his front yard next to a hose that he was going to clean them with. Arrest him.
Exactly.
Well, you're talking about in the
she's-
context of the show, but she's not investigating anything in the middle of a brawler match.
Actually, it stated in the article that during the match, she can gather evidence.
Yeah, she
and
can.
call the
That's
cops.
yeah. It's like
Which,
it's a charge
that
up
right
for
there.
ultimate. It's like a charge up mechanic, if you will.
Exactly.
It's a charge up mechanic.
But that in itself, she can gather evidence and then
But
call
does
the
the
cops.
evidence stick back? I'm just saying.
Whether the evidence sticks or not, it's still evidence, which
But
would
evidence of
lead
what?
to an accusation. That's all I'm saying. Like in a murder investigation, for instance, if you find an Italian flag just laying there next to a body, you're probably going to look for an Italian killer.
Or somebody who hates Italians.
It could
If it
be a
walks like a
frame-up
duck,
job,
talks
but
like a duck, and murders his own ducks like a duck, it's probably a motherfucking duck.
it comes to Occam's razor, though. The simplest explanation is probably the most likely. If you find a little something with an Italian flag on it, it could probably be related to an Italian person.
Fair enough.
More likely than somebody trying to frame the Italians, which could very well happen. The
Which
reason
could
I'm on
very
such
well
a tirade
happen.
against the Italians is because I was given a bad piece of pizza a while back, and that's probably part of the reason.
Yeah,
Pizza's American.
Been holding it against them ever since.
Pizza's
yeah.
American.
And by a while back, I mean like yesterday.
But more of
It's
the
an
story,
American
but more of the story, it's dumb because LeBron James is literally the only African American human that's in the game, and not to mention, I want to say like 70% of the freaking cast that's so far in the game are not even human at all. There's one that's literally a freaking dog and a reindeer mixed into one being called Rain Dog, which God only knows why. And then you got anamorphic animals with that just that have slapstick powers, and then you got comic book characters, and two of them are not even actual humans. One's an Amazonian, one's Kryptonian. And it's so stupid.
Well, now
this
you're
is the
splitting
stupidest thing ever.
hairs.
I know
It's so stupid.
Those Kryptonians, they're pretty sneaky.
The motherfuckers
Sneaky
always,
bastards.
taking the insoles out of your shoes when you're not looking.